Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena we're playing Blue-White Control, which, you know, you've been there, you've seen that. Many of you love it, which shout out to those of you who really watch every single Blue-White Control video I post. You are very cool. To those who are like, it gets repetitive, gets boring, you know, I do understand. But this is a different Blue-White Control deck. This is a Blue-White Control deck dusting off and trying to give another chance to a Planeswalker who you may have crafted a bunch of early on in their reign on Kaldheim, but haven't seen in quite a while. And that Planeswalker is Niko Aris. Niko Aris is an X-white-blue-blue, which is the same cost as Sphinx's Revelation, which is part of, I think, where the nostalgia comes from. And when it enters the battlefield, create X shard tokens, and then you can sack those shards by paying 2 mana to scry 1, then draw a card. They are enchantments. The +1 makes a creature unblockable, but when that creature deals damage, you return it to owner's hand. The -2 is 2 damage to target tapped creature for each card you've drawn this turn, and the -1 makes more shards. So it's a ton of card advantage given that you have the time to use it. There's also a weird unblockability thing there that encourages you to play creatures, but it bounces things to your hand, which encourages you to play creatures with ETBs. So, what are we doing this with? We are using Professor of Sim blah blah blah, a very, very excellent Strix-saving card that gets those sweet, sweet lessons from the sideboard while also putting pressure on the opponent. And we've got 2 copies of Reckoner Bankbuster, so if we ever crew this and attack and make it unblockable, getting this back reloads it so we can draw more cards with it in the future. What I found is that Niko Aris is particularly adept at killing planeswalkers, which are very popular in the meta. There's a lot of black-white and mono-black planeswalker decks, and they love to put a whole bunch of spiders and vampires between you and their planeswalkers. But if you have Niko, you surprise them. Niko comes down, this is unblockable, now this hits the Lulth, say, returns the Professor to hand, so you can cast it and learn a new lesson that you can use to continue to grind against those decks. We do have some counter spells. I find I rarely have 3 mana to pay or the 2 to foretell it, so we're running 2 negates and 2 disdainful strokes. I have 2 copies of Geistwave. Geistwave has a few cool functions. It can get back your Professor and blah blah blah, it can get back your Bankbuster, it can get back your Niko when they're under attack. It can get back the Wandering Emperor and use its abilities again. So she, of course, is in the deck. It's a white deck. It's a white deck after Neon Dynasty Kamigawa came out. Of course it plays the Wandering Emperor. So we do have a total of 8 planeswalkers, and we have a little more card advantage in Memory Deluge. But for the most part, our card advantage is tied up in our creatures and Niko Aris. So they're going to carry us on the card advantage front. For removal, spot removal, we have 4 March. For sweepers, we have 4 Doomskars. For overwhelming power and win con, if our little small ball game doesn't work, we have Emiria's Call. So that's the deck. It plays, I think, better than maybe looking at it would imply, so stay tuned. Check it out. Watch Niko in action and decide whether or not it's time to bring Niko Aris back into the fold. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Ooh, Doomskar. Don't mind if I do. Love to go first, though. Layer. Ooh, double blue, then I guess double white. We can't turn 3 Doomskar, but it is what it is. Tangled. Well, they're on the move. Actually, I think I hold up Stroke here. Stroke and negate. Because we might be able to, like, negate a wedding announcement, stroke a chariot. I think we'll use the negate. There's creatures like Yasharn we might want to hit with Disdainful Stroke. But you see, you guys see it, right? You cannot, in this format, you just cannot foretell on the draw. I have a Doomskar I'd love to foretell. You can't do it on the draw. It's impossible. Like, foretelling on the draw is, anytime the opponent might do something good is such a mistake. And people do it all the time. Yep, get in there. Wandering Emperor, probably. So we will chill. Maybe I'm supposed to play this so we can disrupt and stroke. Probably was. Can't even afford to play a tap land. It's rough. Uh-huh. What do you know? Big scary planeswalker. Kill it. Okay. I mean, we're drawing very well. I cannot complain about that. Alright, Niko. Kill this.
I mean, I get to learn so many.
Hold up Tangle, hold up Jwari and Stroke. Because who knows? They might go for a Storm the Festival. Although this is a really telegraphed play. Like, they know that because we didn't make 2 shards, they know. They definitely know that they are supposed to attack Niko here. But they're not going to do it. And they're going to get away with it, being a card we can't counter. I'm really close to casting a Miria's Call. And they're probably going to play around this anyway. 2 to draw, 2 to counter, 1 to exile. Still can't foretell Doomscar. It's actually impossible to foretell Doomscar. If they go for the lair, I'm going to kill the lair for sure. Let's wait and see how they attack here. They might attack 1 to 1. If they are going to attack 1 and 1 and be greedy, we can save Niko. But I think we should assume that they're good and that they're not going to do that. So I think I exile the lair now so they don't draw a card off their wedding announcement. We still have 1 more shot for Niko. We could top deck a removal spell with the shard. We use it to foretell. Okay. Professor of some blah blah blah. Doesn't really help our situation in any way that I can think of. The teachings doesn't get cards. Yeah, well, let's dig. Okay, Jwari. Niko dies. They did lose a land that they might need. Okay, they play the Skyclave. Boom. Don't want them drawing cards off that announcement. We want to really neutralize that announcement wherever we can. Chariot gets Stroke. So their angels are bigger than our angels. I guess we have to hold. Hope that we can counter an Amiria's Call. That will probably play around our Jwari, but you never know. Just trying to buy time. Draw some card advantage. Yeah. Giga Brain over here. Can probably remove one of these. If they remove one of these, I'm so far behind it's a disaster. I guess I'm supposed to do this instead. See if they storm the festival. Apparition? Okay. Could be worse. And they walked into the Doomscar that we foretold, which is kind of bizarre. Maybe they have a Valorous stance. That's a good draw if they do. Okay. Hanging in there. No follow-up. I feel like they have some Amiria's calls of their own, but can't play around it anymore, I don't think. Not now that they have a cave. Could take 3 and have negate open. I don't think that's the play, though. Just make angels and try to kill them. Yep. Like I said, they could probably remove one. So I'm glad we didn't play the Amiri's Call in that situation where removing one would have forced us to chump block. Yeah, it turns out they can remove 2 easily. Alright, let's have negate open here. Playing Otawara at this stage, they should be able to tell I have something, but okay. They can't really hold back either. Doesn't do them any good. Field of Ruin. I think we propose a race. Although, I guess Professor can get mascots. That's pretty strong. It's hard to race. Let's roll. Mascots, roll out. I don't trust that they run sweepers in that deck. It's a mid-range deck and it usually doesn't, even though in best of one you probably should. Yep. Felidar Retreat, Field of Ruin, classic combo. So how do they survive this attack? Don't think they do. Yep. Serve them a beating. Scary game at a few points. Don't foretell on the draw, guys. It'll get you dead. Yield Pact Master. We shall see about that. Good hand on the play. Happy to see it. Think we can lead on an Amiria's Call. Then blue. Probably play some blah blah blah. Or we can hold up Jwari. We'll see what they do. Dreamer Cascade. I have no idea what deck this might be. In the dark, let's play Professor. And on the draw, we get Teachings. Just try to get a little draw 2 action. Okay, they did nothing. Could be a Jwari. Feels weird that they've done nothing, so I think we pass. If they do nothing in the whole turn cycle, then we play around Jwari and we just cast this next turn. If they do something, we're still down a card in our hand, probably. Unless they play, like, something we don't want to Jwari or negate. Okay. Fun. We are having fun times. They could have Chariot. They could have a few things. Maybe we just pass, because we have Memory Deluge if they do nothing. And if they counter that, then we have Teachings. Greater Tanuki. Greater Tanuki. Okay. Well, can't counter that. So they are Shigeki. Ooh. Can we beat Shigeki? I don't know. I don't know if we can do that. No land, though. Let's see if they counter this. And they play their own. Well, they'll have to discard by responding in this way. But I guess they were worried about it getting countered as well. Which means they really need it. So we want land. I don't know what else matters against this deck, to be honest. I think I just take Professor and try to beat them to death with the Professors of some blah blah blah. A discard Farewell. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to worry about teachings too much and just play Professors and try to beat them. Yeah, we hold up Jwaris and negate, and we just counter board wipes and beat them to death. That's the plan. Wandering Emperor, of course. Negated. Okay, 2 Jwaris, say go. They might go for a Farewell. They did miss a land drop earlier, right? Thought they did. Okay, we can march this, which is weird, but probably what we're doing. Just plow the road. I wish I'd gotten an environmental sciences. I should always do that. Look how much green and blue mana they left open. They tapped the 2 white. Means they don't have other white cards in hand, I think. Get him, get him, get him. Man, I really want to save the double Jwari. They have 6 cards. Well, we might hit an untapped land. So we go for it. If they respond, whatever. Teachings isn't doing much anyway. Okay, no untapped land, but we do hit the negate. That's a really good hit. They keep drawing those land. They're staying in it. I mean, if I'm running their deck, I'm probably running a 29 land deck, so maybe it was a fluke that they missed anyway. All right, I think we double Jwari them here, and then have the negate for next turn. Because next turn they could do the same thing with an untapped land and play around double Jwari. I guess they know what's coming. And they are out of here. Who knew? We were a tempo professor of some blah 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 beatdown deck all along. We've got Doomscar. Does the opponent play creatures? These look like the gaming of a creature deck. Of course, I do not like the werewolves. That day-night stuff is brutal. Brutal on my flash plan. Oh, it's just mono white. No problem. This is mono white. They play mono white. I really wish March could exile a counterspell. We need a blue and white counterspell. An absorb, you might say. Well, that's just the end of the world. That's really a terrible draw in this situation. So we could foretell, but we're not going to do anything with it for a while, and we're going to take a ton of damage. I might be better off exiling the Wandering Emperor and killing the Thalia. Of course, if they have an elite spellbinder, it's just game, you know? They drew everything. Thalia on the play should be banned. That card should just, you know, this is what they can do with, they should just make Thalia cost 3 on the play. This is something that they can do in Alchemy. My god, their draw was perfect. On the play. This is not a game anymore. It's the end of the world as we know it. Alright, cool. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that so much. Just the classic, I got rolled by a perfect draw game to remind you that happens to everyone. We'll try it. We will try it. We got you. And we got a Hall of Storm Giants. Oh, good. That mono white deck. The worst one. Still annoying to lose to, and it will beat you, but I feel like we've got to find opportunity. No Doomscar, though, means we're probably in a bad place. Okay, just one. Interesting. So surely you're going to do something here. Light the way. Put +1/+1 creature counter on target creature or vehicle, untap it. Yeah, back to your hand. Disdainful Stroke, unlikely to be good. So is Jwari. I mean, I guess we'll hold it for one more turn and see if there's something worth countering. Niko and the Emperor can take on Lumimancer. It really incentivizes you to play stuff on your turn. Oh, look at that. Miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. Uh-oh, another one. Let's get this cooking.
I hope you're ready to leave. Guards, to me!
A vigilant creature can be very helpful.
Remember your training.
Now, do I play Niko here? I think what I'm supposed to do is use a Ganjo, Seed of the Empire when they attack, and then play Niko next turn. Yep. I mean, this version of the white deck, I have a hard time respecting it, and it annoys me so much, but it's so painful to lose to it, you know? Alright, so whichever one I put this on, they're going to pump. And then they're going to kill the Niko. What do I want dead? I guess the Light Scribe? Because the Niko... Or they're going to kill the Wandering Emperor. The thing is, I'm going to save the Samurai. Or no. I want something that will trade. Okay, let's go here. Maybe... It depends what they target, right? So they go Light the Way, counter, +2/+2, and then this will be 4, and this is 3, 4. So I can actually save the Wandering Emperor here. Nice. Fortunately, the Niko doesn't get to kill anything. I guess saving the Wandering Emperor there wasn't great. No, it was not. But I guess we're playing Niko and making shards.
Keep watch for intruders.
Don't worry, I never miss.
I'm trying to figure out if we're supposed to plus them and make it harder for the opponent to kill her. Him. It. Them. Delete the video. I messed it up.
Come on.
They'll
stay
forgive
strong.
me. They'll forgive me. I mean well. Yeah, I can't expect anything good to come from that.
I guess that's that.
Hello. There you go. There you go. It was really just a matter of time. Ooh, they saved the Light Scribe?
Breath. I got this.
What do we get? Still at 22.
Know what hit 'em.
This deck can hit fast though, and we know they have a lot of spells in hand because they haven't played lands. We need time to convert these shards into cards. If the shards turn into cards, we're going to be doing okay. Well, I'm sure you'll attack. I'm not sure where. I like that by continuing to threaten the trades, we're forcing the opponent to at least keep making their plays. But man, this untapping the creature, and everybody has anti-Emperor technology now. It's so painful. Speak of the Emperor. I'm gonna take a risk that maybe they're out of these since they've cast frickin' 4 of them. Oh man.
Come on, stay sharp.
I wonder if I put a 7/7 Hall of Storm Giants in front of these creatures, if it will still get through. Oh, they go face. That's how I feel about that. Alright, I'm not going to try to block then. We're going to try to use the Wandering Emperor. We're just going to make them make the first moves. That's an untap. My goodness. Can't stop this. Just kind of got to let it play. And hope that they target with the Lumimancer with the show of confidence. Beautiful. Cool trick. Do it again.
Emperor Kamigawa, you protect. My judgment is final.
Removal for lethal. Cool hand. Cool hand. Maybe I'll have time to foretell this Doomscar. Let's find out. Shambler. Yeah. Against mono green, maybe. Although I think I should hold this Jwari. Red green. Huh. They didn't grow this to a 2/2. They must have a good 3-drop. No time to foretell Doomscar on the draw, ever. Interesting. But we have a negate. They did play around the Jwari intentionally. People get really scared of this mana configuration for counter spells, so we'll pose like this. Only has has a sorcery. Only once each turn. That card is very bad for us. Because when we can't counter their creatures, they're going to be coming at us with haste. So I think that's worth a Jwari. Yeah, still no time. Just need to draw cards off this Bankbuster instead. Still no time. Sequence. Awesome. Awesome. That's the kind of thing that makes your Doomscar look a lot better. Also, they don't have another land, or they would have played it to make a 2/2. Interesting. All right, guys. Maybe I'm just supposed to blow this up, but I'm not gonna. This is the turn. We foretell, we say go, we probably just draw, we might Jwari something, and we Doomscar. We found it. We found the window for the Doomscar. Thundering Riju, yep. They're gonna hurt me really bad. It's gonna suck. We could Jwari that, but they just tap their forest to pay 1, which would prevent a good bit of damage. But the fact is, we're just going to go to a low life total and try to come back from here with the Doomscar. Classic control gamer. Okay. Snakeskin Veil. Let's find out. Yay. I still think this might hit. Still think it might hit. We chill. The class. Let's see if we draw another negate. The ooze, perfect. Nice and easy. Get another Buster ticking. Threaten to block with one of them. Another one. Okay. Okay. You've got to be worried about this Bankbuster. This is brutal, but it works.
Feel the energy of battle. Strike fast and strike hard.
Such a beautiful creature. Even cosmeticed up. To see it die that way just hurts. Well, good taste in Avatar, good taste in sleeves. Opponent's not a white. They wouldn't play mono white. They're going to play some kind of control deck, and this hand is going to be great. Your Spikefield Hazard is hanging out. Foretell. Crushing the weak over here. So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to play this Bankbuster or wait until I can draw a card from it? What am I doing next turn if I don't play it this turn? They could blow it. I mean, there are various shatter effects in red, like a braid. I guess make them have it. We have 2 memory deluge, so it's not like we don't have any other sources of card advantage if they wreck this Bankbuster. And those memory deluges also compete with what to do on that particular turn. Unfortunately, we let the opponent get away with mirror breaking, which is really good for them. Can I foretell this Doomscar? I think I've just got to Geist Wave this. I'm trying to think what they would play for 4 mana for negate. Let's let them make their decisions here on their Fable, and then Geist Wave this token before it ramps them. Okay, Frostbite gone. Good card. Really good card. Think I'm as dead as they come. No time to foretell a Doomscar ever. Feels bad, man. Alright, maybe we get Plains Wandering Emperor and we have a chance, huh? Yeah, dude, playing Bankbuster on 2 is also just a huge tempo hit that you can't really recover from, isn't it? Oh, man. No wonder it's hard to get Bankbuster into decks these days. Finally, their Spikefield Hazard comes out. I was getting sick of the priority hold. Oh wait, there still is one. Might be a Demon Bolt. There's the Wandering Emperor, but we need the land. Alright, I guess I'm just probably taking a million here. But at least I can pose a little if I do this instead of cast the Memory Deluge. So are they going to play around this negate anyway? Probably. If I were them, I'd be powering up Den of the Bugbear, using Reflection on it, killing me, dealing me billions and billions of damage. We can hope to draw a white source so we don't have to crack this Bankbuster and then blow up our own pilot. The treasure that comes from it right now is our only way of casting the Doomscar. It's been a really unfortunate draw. If they have a gold span here, we take 12 and we're just dead to Bugbear. They didn't use the Reflection. That's gonna save us some damage. But they could have made a copy of the Bugbear. That doesn't do it. Alright, we need this to be an untapped white. Well, I guess even then it's pretty bad, right? Yep, because we already made our pilot. I guess we could try to Wandering Emperor here. The opponent did show they don't quite know what to do with their Reflection. And we have a blocker for a turn for one of the dens if they power up Den. But I guess I need Wandering Emperor to kill Den. They're gonna make a lot of treasure or get something else to play. I guess there are some ways this could work out. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Like, they might exile something they really want to cast, like a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and then we can negate it Or something they tap perfect for and we Jwari it. I would say right now we're very unlikely to pull this off, but we can try. Whiff. Dragonfire Bankbuster. Okay. Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Goldspan, you say? It's worse. Go to 4 and we lose to Den, so we have to, I think, say go and hope the opponent doesn't power up the Den. He probably will. No life to spend. I guess we hold up Jwari, who knows? It's gonna take a miracle. If we play Wandering Emperor now, we're just dead. Gotta hope they don't go for it. They play anything else. Okay. Great. Now we have to hope that they don't do the math and that they attack the Wandering Emperor. So we need to play the Wandering Emperor with the trigger on the stack and have them send the 1/1 at the Emperor, not the dragon. Or not the face.
I'm home.
They try to frostbite it. Okay. Maybe they'll be frustrated. All right, where do you put the 1/1? Where do you put the 1/1? Where do you put the 1/1? Gotta play for the outs, guys. You know you want to kill that Planeswalker. You know you want to kill that Planeswalker. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You want to kill that Planeswalker. You wanna kill that Planeswalker.
Until next time.
They did.
Then.
They did. Oh my god. All right. We have to find another Wandering Emperor with our Memory Deluge. That's how we stay alive. That or 2 marches. We could hit Disdainful Stroke and Removal Spell. Or we could hit nothing at all. Still, we got another turn that we shouldn't have had. And we are back for the post-game wrap. If you want to check the stats, you can hit the deck list link in the description. We don't need to talk about them. It was a rough day for the blue-white crowd, but I think I showed some examples of where having cards like Professor of Symbology, Reckoner Bankbuster, and Niko Aris allowed us to play a different kind of game in control-type mirrors. However, against aggro, especially on the draw, it's just an absolute liability to have cards like Professor of blah 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 and Reckoner in your deck, and Niko versus Thalia is just as embarrassing as the rest of the deck versus Thalia. So, depending on what you're looking for, if you want a slightly different experience playing blue-white, you can definitely try this one. It's pretty fun most of the time, but it's not going to contend in top tier, and that's just the way that the meta is going to be for a little while until rotation. So if you want to know what to do with Niko, this is a thing you can do. It makes you worse against mono white. It makes you worse against just about anything on the draw. But it makes you better in kind of the mirrors and gives you at least a little bit of variety to your game plan where you have a battlefield to manage. So if that's your taste, this is your jam. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.